Have you ever had a song, or maybe even just the feeling of a song, that stayed with you for weeks or months or even years, but it's not finished, and it's also not forgotten, almost like it's just waiting quietly? Lately, I've been trying to write a song inspired by Americana and summer nights, and it's nowhere near finished. It's still just this shimmer of inspiration and longing, like this deep desire to write this song. But instead of trying to force it into existence, I'm being reminded that maybe some songs aren't asking to be written yet. Maybe they're asking to be lived first. Welcome to Singer-Songwriter, a space to reconnect with your voice, your music, and the songs waiting to be written. I'm Lainey, singer and songwriter, voice and creativity coach. If you've ever dreamed of writing and singing your own songs, but doubt or perfectionism keeps getting in the way, then grab that notebook full of ideas. It's time to open your voice, trust your sound, and express yourself freely. Your songs are waiting. Let's bring them to life. Hello. Welcome and welcome back. Before we start talking about the song you haven't written yet, but the one that is on your heart, it's there, it's coming. I just want to extend an invitation to join me in my newsletter. This is a space where I share behind the scenes reflections, and I kind of open a window into my own creative process in the hopes that perhaps you'll find something there that will help you in your own creative process. So you can go to reawakenyourvoice.com/insider to join my newsletter, join my email list. It's kind of becoming this space where I share my studio notes, the inspiration and reflections that come through my own singing and songwriting practice. So I'd love to share my heart with you there. Join me, reawakenyourvoice.com/insider. So let's talk about this song you haven't written yet, because I know I have one, and it's been living with me for a long time, and yet it's nowhere near finished. For many years now, I'd say this inspiration hit back in 2020. There was a lot going on that year, not only in the world, but in my heart. And I had this longing to write a song about my love for America, my love for my home, my love for my country. And, I thought by now it would have taken shape this year and this week. In the United States of America, we are celebrating our 250th birthday. And I am just so proud to call this place home and to stand for freedom, freedom of expression, creative freedom, using your voice for good. And, as I've also been moving through the summer with the intention of creating a summer project, creating something from the heart, I've really been drawn to this feeling of Americana, of summer evenings, old patriotic songs, folk songs. I've been playing through America the Beautiful and Battle Hymn of the Republic, and I kind of started blending those together. And, I've been picking up my banjo, and all of this just feels like it is dripping with Americana. And I'm listening for harmonies, and there's just this deep desire to write a song that captures what it feels like. That feeling of Americana, the American dream, of freedom, of home. And as I've been experiencing just the ordinary beauty of summer nights, summer evenings in America, there's this spark inside of me that knows there's a song in there. I've even got the imagery. There's this imagery showing up with fireflies and fireworks and blue jeans and like legs dangling off of the tailgate of a pickup truck. And a weather vane perched atop the cupola of an old garage. And the flag waving as the kids are playing in the backyard. And crackling campfires and roasting marshmallows and bluegrass playing in the background. It's all there. The raw material is like gathered up in this bouquet that I'm just holding so close to my heart. And yet, the song isn't coming. At least not yet. And perhaps a younger version of me would have tried to make it happen. Just like sit down and finish the song and figure it out and put the puzzle pieces together and push it out there. But instead, I've just been letting it simmer. And I'm really enjoying that. Even that itself, like letting it simmer, it feels like part of the voice of the song or the essence of the song or just the ambiance of Americana, just being in it. So what I've been reflecting on is that, sometimes we think when we get that spark of inspiration, that means, okay, take it and run with it. Go write the song before it flies away and leaves. And yes, there is a lifespan to inspiration and to certain ideas, but then there are ones that stay with you for years, and that's one of these songs for me, or one of those ideas for me. This song is one of those ideas for me. It's not going anywhere, but it keeps inviting me in. It keeps inviting me deeper. And it's like an invitation to notice more, to listen deeper, to gather ideas in everyday life, and to pay attention to what it is about this idea that really speaks to me. And so what it's really asking of me is to live inside of that idea, to stay with it long enough to find out what it really wants to say. And perhaps what that requires is living with the song. What I mean by that is maybe the song isn't waiting for the perfect lyrics or the perfect melody. Maybe it's not so much about putting the pieces together into a structure that flows yet. Maybe it's just waiting for more life around it, more living, more experience, more being with the song as I experience what it is. Maybe what's needed isn't sitting down and grinding it out. Maybe it's asking for more conversations and more campfires and more sunsets and more evenings on the porch, more birds singing in the backyard and dishes piling up and children laughing and splashing in the puddles during a warm summer rain. More of these moments that eventually become the song. Maybe you have a song like that, or a creative project that's been tugging at you. Maybe you have an idea that keeps coming back and you know it's not going anywhere, but it's still unfinished. And maybe it remains untouched for years, but it's still in your heart and you know there's something there that you want to create. And it's so easy for us to say, why haven't I finished it yet? What is taking so long? Or what is wrong with me? Why am I not doing anything with this idea? But you hear the harshness behind those questions. What if instead of coming from that place, we ask, what life is still unfolding around it? What am I meant to experience before I can truly use my voice to express it? What haven't I noticed yet? Not every song needs to be finished right away, right? When that idea shows up and you try to capture it and hold on to it and follow it through to the end of the line before it disappears. Sometimes that is what's being asked of us. But other times we are meant to sit with this and live through the experience that's needed to actually write the song. Some songs grow slowly, and some ideas stay with us for years. And sometimes that inspiration becomes like a companion that lives alongside of us for a while and begins to open up and live and breathe along with us before we ever shape it into art. I guess what I want to say here is to trust the process. Trust that whatever that idea is for you that's been on your heart for so long, but has yet to take the form of words and melodies and true expression through your voice, perhaps what it really needs is experience and living. So keep living. That is where the music comes from. Living your life. Experiencing what it is to be alive, to be human, to be here now. If I'm being honest, there have been many times in my life where I have questioned the timing of my life. Am I too late? Am I behind? Why did that take so long? Why is this not here yet? Why is that still up in the air? What if things had been different? I think that's a very human thing, to question the timing of our lives. But over and over again, I'm reminded to trust the timing of my life. And the same goes for your creative life, your creative endeavors. Trust the creative process to unfold in the right timing. Some songs take years, and that's okay. Maybe the song you haven't written yet isn't behind schedule. Perhaps it's right on time. And maybe it is becoming possible through the life you're living right now. There's something in you that needs to be lived so that you can become the person who writes that song. Or you experience something that eventually weaves its way into the song. And so in this way, simply living your life and opening your eyes to the experience that you're having, maybe that's part of the creative process too. Thanks for listening, friend. If this episode moved you or inspired you in some way, would you please leave a review on Apple Podcasts or share this episode with someone who's been praying for a vocal breakthrough? Until next time, keep nurturing that song in your heart. Lots of love.